Hello, my name is Eric Scott, and this is a little practitioner's corner for spiritual response therapy practitioners. What I'd like to do is share some information that I've picked up over the years about clearing extra souls. I've been an SRT practitioner for about 8.5 years, and I've been a teacher now for about 7 years, probably just a little bit over 7 years. And one of the things I've found is that when sometimes other people who've already been cleared come to me and ask for a clearing, what I find is that they still have extra souls, and another SRT practitioner may have missed those extra souls. We all miss extra souls from time to time. It's not a major thing. It's just a part of the learning process over time. As you build your relationship with Spirit, you become better and better at picking up on extra souls and getting them cleared out. So one of the things I find, though, that when we're using the correct procedure in SRT to prep to work, one of the parts of prep to work that's important is clearing extra souls, because they need to be cleared at the beginning of the clearing, so that as you go through and you research and clear programs, you're making sure you're clearing the programs for your clients. You're not clearing the programs for the extra souls. So if you just clear, educate, and remove them, send them on to work with their sole purpose, then they're released from the vow or contract that holds them to your client. So you've done everyone a favor in the process of clearing the extra souls. But what I found is about 43%, according to using my pendulum and dowsing, about 43% of SRT practitioners don't actually get all of the extra souls. Sometimes they don't even recognize that there's extra souls there. This is all done at a soul level, so you wouldn't necessarily be consciously aware unless you swing your pendulum and ask specifically. So you do that. What I do is, in the process that I use, is what I learned from Hank Interfeld, who is also an SRT teacher and was my original SRT teacher 8.5 years ago. So what we do is we just ask, we get permission to work with our client, and we ask for the prep to work, and then we check and see if our client actually has any extra souls. And so we usually get a yes, and then we say, okay, well, let's get an idea about how many there are. Usually it's a 3, 4, or a 5-digit number in my experience. So I ask, is it a 3, 4, or a 5-digit number? And in this case, my fictitious client by the name of Bob has a 4-digit number. And so show me the first digit. The first digit's a 2, second digit's a 7, third digit's a 5, and the fourth digit's a 5. So it's 2,755 extra souls. So using the words that I'm about to use, which you can pause your video and write these words down as you go, or you can send me an email at eric@srtnow.com. That's eric@srtnow.com, and I will email you a Word document that has the words that I use. So, 2,755 is the accurate count of extra souls, so please release any vows and cancel and burn any contracts between the extra souls and Bob, and the extra souls. Please clear, educate, and remove the extra souls, and show me a yes when this is complete. Okay, so now Bob's extras have just been cleared because I got a yes response from the pendulum. And now, does Bob have any extra souls remaining? And I'm getting a no. And if I got a yes, I would just go through that process once again and start at the top and get a number of how many are remaining, and then clear, educate, and remove them using the words that I just used by breaking those vows and contracts. And then now I say, does Bob have any hidden extra souls? And in this case, Bob doesn't have any hidden extra souls. So now we know that the extra souls have been cleared. There's none remaining, and there's none hidden. And we need to ask about multiple soul addictions. So does Bob have any? Now, multiple soul addictions, as a definition, are souls with whom, which are addicted to Bob, or Bob is addicted to them, or it's a two-way addiction. Okay? And so all we have to do to clear them is say, please clear, educate, and remove all multiple soul addictions at infinite depths, levels, and layers, and wait for a yes. And then we get a yes, and they've been cleared. Now I say, are there any hidden multiple soul addictions? And I usually get a yes, and in this case, Bob does have hidden multiple soul addictions. So I say, please clear all the reasons the multiple soul addictions are hidden at infinite depths and levels, and then I wait for a yes. And then I say, now please clear, educate, and remove all multiple soul addictions at infinite depths and levels for Bob. And I get a yes on that one. And then we just check to make sure that everything is cleared and gone. How many souls remain in the body? And I'm getting a 1, so that means that we're in good shape. And we know that as we go through the rest of our SRT clearing, that our client is actually going to be receiving the benefit of the clearing as opposed to the extra souls, because they've already been cleared. If a soul, and none of these extra souls or multiple soul addictions are embodied souls, they're not incarnated, they are just sort of attached. So they've been cleared, they can move on with their soul purpose, and we know that as we go forth and start researching and clearing programs for our client is going to get 100% of the benefit of the clearing work, and we're not going to be wasting any time and taking like an hour and a half to 2 hours to get a clearing done. Realistically, 30 to 40 minutes is a ample amount of time for a practitioner to research and clear all of the programs for a client in their initial SRT clearing. So thank you very much. I look forward to hearing from you. If you have any problems, you have my email address, and don't hesitate to contact me. Thanks again.